benvenuto Modena. So we're in Modena, Italia. I'm here for 2 nights. Big shout out to my friend Joe from Joe Jack's Fish Shack in Porta Vallarta, one of my favorite restaurants. But being a classically trained Italian chef, he spends a lot of time in Italy, and he gave us the 411, Jillian, on the restaurants we need to hit up in Modena, because there's an amazing culinary scene here. And then he did the same thing for Bologna, which we're going to next. So anyways, we're at the Modena train station. We got about an 8-minute walk to our hotel. And then it's time for an apero spritz, Jillian, a little spritz. So this wine is from where?
It's from Cormons.
Ah.
Cormons. And it's way up there. Like,
Show me, Jillian. Tell me.
yeah.
Where's it from?
That's north. Let me see if I can.
Oh, yeah, I
show
see
you.
it.
Like,
It's up there. I'll put it on the video. Signora, come stai? Tuo caffè? Un caffè macchiato per lei.
grazie.
Have you ever found yourself traveling to Europe, maybe like a big city like Rome, Florence, and what's the other one, Jillian? Venice, of course, Venice. So, those are like the big 3 ones here in Italy. I guess Rome, Firenze, and Venice. And yes, I guess you could head a little bit north to Milan. But so many people come to Europe and Italy in particular, and you find yourself smashed in with all the other tourists, going to all the tourist sites, and it's just, I don't know how to explain it. It's one of those things where you're trying to absorb all this history, all of the architecture, but you're amongst a million other people, like a bunch of tuna trapped in a fishing net, trying to swim through this rough ocean of fish. We did spend 2 nights in Rome. So we did spend 2 nights in Rome because we wanted to visit some friends, and we flew into Rome. But after Rome, we kind of got out of Dodge, and we went to Catania in Sicily. And then after that, we found ourselves in a beautiful place, one of the hidden gems of Italy, Viniciatico, which is in the mountains close to Tuscany, but still in Emilia-Romagna. And then from there, we took our car back and took a train to Modena. And we're in Modena, and I would say I really didn't hear about it. I didn't know anything about Modena up until the time we booked this trip. We booked this trip around coming to see the F1, which was on our bucket list. And then once we booked the F1, I started thinking about, well, what else can we do in Italy? We're here for 3 weeks. Well, we've done Rome before, we've done Venice, we've done all the big cities. Let's try to do something a little bit more special. So we did the Airbnb, a home exchange in Viniciatico. That's a hard one to say. And now we find ourselves in Modena for 2 nights, and it's been spectacular. I already love this city. What about you, Jill?
It's fantastic. Now, some people might already know Modena because there is a very famous restaurant here that was on the original chef's table with Chef Massimo.
Okay.
But that might not have been enough for someone to choose to come here with all of the great culinary choices, plus how beautiful the city is. I'd put it on the list.
I would put it on the list. And even though I saw that video, I really didn't even equate that to this town until we came and we started doing research, right? But that restaurant's almost impossible to get into unless you book. Oh, you got to book. They take reservations on the first of every month,
Right.
so you got to like be up at like midnight, like 12 midnight and 1 second, and do your booking.
But there is a little restaurant just down the street here on the corner. It's got 4 tables, and also impossible to get reservations in. So we're gonna walk by and see if we can look cute
And convince them to let you in?
in our horrible Italian, and see if they'll have a space for us today.
Let's do it. All right, Jillian. Reason number 2 to visit a city like Modena is because you can see a museum without so many people. And guess which museum we're going to see? The Museo Casa Enzo Ferrari. Ferrari, Jillian. We're going to go see the Ferrari Museum. And again, that's kind of a bit of a surprise. Like, we just kind of booked everything, and I didn't really have any plans. And then as we started looking into Modena, oh, they have a Ferrari museum. Let's go check it out.
And that's who we have decided we'll be cheering for.
Yeah,
right?
we're cheering for Team Ferrari. So yeah, you can't go see the Enzo Ferrari Museum in Rome, but you can see it here in Modena. Let's go check it out. Can you see us in the reflection, everybody? Hold on. Yeah, there we are. Hi. All right, well, the number 3 reason to choose a city, or I guess it's a city. I always want to say town, like Modena, because of the sheer size, you have a lot more walkability.
Well, I think you can walk to a lot more things.
Yeah.
Right?
Well,
so Rome is very walkable.
Yes.
But you have to be very close to all those things.
Yeah,
where-
and you have to use the metro a lot more, or an Uber, et cetera, et cetera. Well, we've been anyways, especially in this the historical section. It's been very, very, but it's also been very, very walkable. Meaning it's very pedestrian oriented, the smaller towns, right? So there's a lot less cars. This city in particular has a very cool bike culture.
Yeah.
Everyone's riding bicycles. So that's awesome. So that's number 3. Anyways, what are we doing, guys? We are going to see if we can find the best pizza in Modena. And Jillian did the research. So this is all on her. I take zero responsibility. Yesterday's restaurant was a recommendation from a friend. And don't hold anything against him. He's also in the restaurant business. And his food is way, way better than what we had yesterday. It was a big disappointment. But, it happened. I'm super stoked about pizza because we've only had 2 pizzas on this entire trip so far.
Insanity.
And it's like our favorite food. Okay, number 4 reason to choose a place like Modena over the big cities is there's less anxiety here to get all this stuff done. Like when you go to Rome or another big city, there's so many monuments, there's so many things you feel like you need to visit, like the Colosseum, like the Trevi Fountain, like, you know what I mean? The Sistine Chapel, like everything is there. It's like, and you want to kind of get it all done so your vacation is not really much of a vacation. It's like running around trying to do all this stuff, which, I get, but sometimes if you're looking for something that's just a little bit more chill, as I said before, do a couple days in Rome, pick a couple things you want to do, and then get out of Dodge and come to a place like Modena where you won't feel those same pressures, but you know what? You still have culture. you still have old buildings, you still have beautiful architecture, and you still have a lot of cool things to see, you know, and there's just not an overwhelming pressure, in my opinion, to just get it all done. So my vacation is that much more relaxed. Would you agree?
Excellent for a lazy traveler.
Lazy travelers like us, eh, Jillian?
That's right.
Okay, reason number 5 to choose a smaller city like Modena over Rome or Florence or any of the other bigger cities is because it is just easier. For example, if you're here for 10 days and you want to do some day trips, it's easier to get out of town.
Yeah.
You can rent a car and you don't have to navigate Rome traffic, which many years ago, when Jillian and I were in Rome, I went literally 2 blocks away from our hotel to rent a car, and I got lost. That was before we had Google Maps, and literally I was gone for like 2.5 hours. I literally broke down and cried. It was that traumatic. But from Modena, you can rent a car, go do a day trip, or just go to the train station. And the nice thing about the train station here is it's piccola. It's very small. So it's very, very easy. So that's our top 5 reasons, guys. Now I think we're coming to the pizzeria, and it doesn't look like we have a line, so I don't know, we'll sign off there when we get my pizza. That pizza?
Oh my god, it was bomb.
It was thebomb.com. That was really good, and it was massive, and I ate the whole thing.
And I could not eat the whole thing.
No, you ate just over half,
Just
slightly.
Yeah.
Okay, I got a bonus reason why you should visit Modena or another small city like this, and I think it's the ability to discover like a hidden gem, like that pizzeria we just visited. It was established in 1870.
Yeah.
Right? And they've been probably making the same pizzas, Napolitan style, for all these years. And you know what? It's a little easier to discover these places in a little town like this, or a little city like this.
The little deli.
The little deli, Giusy.
Yes.
It's the oldest salameria in all of Europe.
All of Europe, yeah.
And I got a little video, you can see it. Beautifully decorated place.
Yeah.
I always think of Joel's Wine Bar, and I know I'm just past my best before date to actually open it. But if I was to do it, I think that is the final vision I found, which I would do, like that little salameria.
It was pretty cool.
Design and everything, that would be so amazing. And I think Pizzerias could actually handle it right now. It could grow into that.
It'd be kind of like a deli / charcuterie / the best wines.
So if you have an interest in opening a little wine bar, restaurant in Pizzerias, hit me up. sales@maravillanairit.com, and maybe we'll help you out with that. Anyways, on that note, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Top 5 reasons why you should visit a city like Modena versus a big city, and we gave you the bonus reason. On that note, arrivederci.
Arrivederci.
Buonanotte. Ciao.